Hey, it's Ryan with QLZ. We're talking with the guys in Blind Channel today, talking with Joel, talking with Alex. You guys are in beautiful Tucson, Arizona, man. How you guys doing today?
Hot as fuck, but we love it. We're
Yeah.
about to hit the stage. It was sold out. What was the venue? I
Uh,
think some theater.
yeah, I think it's some theater we're playing with the Who tonight, and yeah, it looks awesome here. We're super excited, and thanks for having us.
Yeah, dude, no problem. It's good to have you guys on. If you do swear, you're good. I should have told you that as well. So if you
Awesome.
got some F-bombs to drop, man, if I play anything back on the air, it'll be edited. So if you have any more fucks, I mean, it's all good. We can let them fly.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Good to know.
Yeah, so Phoenix, everything rounds out the Who tomorrow. I know you guys go back to Finland shortly after that. So the tour's been running here at the end. You guys were out with Lacuna Coil, I know, in the U.S. Previously as well. But how's it been with the Who, and how have the shows been for you guys getting in front of some big crowds?
It's
Yeah.
been the best tour in USA for us so far. We've been enjoying a lot.
Yeah, definitely. A really good tour for us. Last night we played in Santa Ana in California. And what an amazing show that was as well. We started like maybe 3.5 weeks ago, and it's been a really smooth ride. They are a great team on the whole tour. And yeah, it's been a pleasure.
Have you guys noticed? I know you guys had a tour here in the U.S. in 2022. I'm not sure how many tours you guys have had here in the States, but have you guys noticed bigger crowds coming out, or more people being out when you guys are playing somewhere? Kind of how's the progression been for you guys touring here in the States?
Definitely, we've been growing a lot since 2020. I think this is our third tour here, so we're only getting started with radios and live shows. But we can already see that every night there's a bunch of our fans, even though we're supporting. So we're totally seeing that USA is happening right now, and a lot of European bands are coming over and taking over USA. So that's an awesome progress we see happening.
Yeah, it makes us really happy to see like there's more and more people wearing our T-shirts on the crowd.
Yeah.
At every show. We did our first US tour in 2022.
Yeah,
Right?
2022
with From Ashes
Okay.
to New. And we did this is our third US tour, like Joel said. And yeah, it's going good, and we love coming back here all the time.
Dude, that's awesome. That's super cool because I know you guys have obviously a big following in Europe, especially over in Finland, Denmark as well. What's it been like to kind of you guys have that fan base over in Europe? What's it been like to kind of win over a new fan base, kind of get out there in front of the crowd and be like, hey, we're kind of winning some new people over. We're getting our name out there. What's that been like as well, kind of winning over a new crowd?
I love that. That's like the main the beef in this whole game. That when you go out there, you play for the new audience, and you see from people's faces that they are actually falling in love with us, and we win them over as a live band, and that's the best thing you can do as a musician.
Yeah, absolutely. We love the hunger that we gotta have when we go in front of a new crowd, because we know we gotta win them to like us, and we do our best, and that's like I think we're really good at it as well. I hate to say it myself, but I think we're really good at it. So yeah, love it.
No,
Definitely.
dude, that's awesome, man. You guys got the kind of that nice confidence, that good combination of kind of the confidence, that humbleness to be like, we know what we have to do, but at the same time, we're gonna come out here and we're gonna rock your fucking faces off at the same time. That's
Absolutely,
awesome.
yeah.
Exactly.
That's
you
the
got
secret.
Awesome. And Joel, if you could scoot up just a little bit, I have a little problem hearing if you're able to scoot up just a little bit so I can hear you just a little bit better.
Okay,
Alex,
yeah.
I can hear you perfectly well. You guys, I've seen it referred to as violent pop for what you guys do, and listening. I think I got into you guys maybe a year or two ago. It's been pretty recent for me to find your guys' music, but at one point I feel like I'm back 14 years old hearing Linkin Park and hearing that new metal. And it takes me back to a time where, I was a teenager, middle school, going into high school. And then I feel like there's something I'd almost hear like a wedding to get the crowd going, get everybody out there on the dance floor. So what do you guys enjoy so much about having such a wide range of genres to pick from and then create it and put it in your music?
I think it's like our music. Definitely, Linkin Park is a great reference.
Yeah.
I think it's like our music is a mixture of every person that there's in the band, because I come from like electronic world. Joel comes from like rock and that kind of world. Our other singer Nico, he's like a rapper guy. So it's actually just, even though it's like new metal kind of thing, our music, it's just our specialities combined together.
Yeah, we love what Linkin Park did 20 years ago. They took this modern hip hop music and mixed it with metal. So we're doing the same thing right now. But if you think about like modern rap music nowadays, it's different than it was like back in early 2000s. So we kind of want to do the same thing, but only difference is that it's 20 years like later, and that's what we're doing right now.
Yeah. And it sounds fresh. I think that's the good thing. There's a couple bands. So we're about an hour and 20 minutes away from St. Louis, where I'm here in Springfield. There's a band called Discrepancies that's got a lot of that new metal feel to them. Dropout Kings, I think, which are actually in Phoenix, Arizona. I believe that's where they're from as well. I believe Dead's out from there as well.
They're awesome. Yeah.
Yeah. And I've never seen them live before. They're on my bucket list to check out. But I feel like the last couple of years, we've kind of had this new metal revival, which has been phenomenal.
For sure. Yeah, absolutely. We totally agree. It's getting bigger and bigger all the time, and all the classic hits. I notice they're playing everywhere more and more. So that's good.
Yeah. Hybrid Theory was the 23rd anniversary yesterday.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely. What a great album.
Yeah. So it was awesome seeing that yesterday and then interviewing you guys today. I was like, oh, this is actually kind of a nice tie-in. They've got this influence to them, which is great. Again, Deadzone, I told you guys, it's the track that we're playing right now. We've been spinning it on a new music show we do on Saturday nights. It's going into rotation starting tomorrow, so Thursday, for people if they're checking this out a bit later. So I always like to ask, whatever single we're spinning, whatever else, just what would you want people to know about this song? If someone comes up and says, hey, Deadzone, either, what inspired it, what made you guys want to write this song, kind of, what would you like people just to know about the track in general?
We wrote the track in LA last November with Johnny Andrews. Johnny is a legendary music writer on the rock radio. He has a lot of hits there.
He's been doing songs for Motionless in White, 3 Days Grace, Apocalyptica, all that shit. So he's a legend on that game. And we had a session with him back in 1 year ago in LA, and he came to the session with the idea that, guys, you should do this this kind of track, and I think it worked out perfectly because we wanted to have this kind of boy bandish hook blasted metal thing, and it just worked so perfectly, and the music video is so awesome. So yeah, overall that song is the strongest song I've ever put out.
Yeah, and it was like the first, like the songwriting trip that we did was the first one that we're writing with other people, because usually we've done just by ourselves. But Johnny was one of the first sessions we did like with someone else writing, and that was a great start. Immediately after the session, we were like, "Yep, this is gonna be the single." And so yeah, what a great time. But yeah, we wrote it in LA last November, so
awesome.
Great time.
So you guys had this. Flatline's been a single. Happy Doomsday, which it's funny, you guys released Happy Doomsday, found that on YouTube, and I was I was so close to emailing you guys and being like, "Hey, I want to put you on this feature I do called the Artist Spotlight."
Awesome.
and feature that track. And then like a week later, people were like, hey, have you heard of this band called Blind Channel? We had like 2 or 3 people working at the radio. I'm like, yeah, just heard a song from them last week I really liked. What's going on? They're like, oh, they have a song called Deadzone. I'm like, do you know it? I'm like, no, I found another one. I said I was this close to being like, hey, I want to feature this other track. And then lo and behold, you guys had something come out a week later.
That's awesome.
That's awesome.
Absolutely. You guys had an album out in 2022. The music industry is it's weird. It's odd. It's, I still love buying full-length records, still love buying CDs. You guys just had an album out in 2022, which people would be like, God, that was so long ago with how it is.
Yeah.
And you guys have a string of singles. So what do you guys want to do, I guess, here moving forward? Obviously, Deadzone is a song that's, it's on the charts now. It's moving its way up. It's getting, more love. So you guys have this collection of singles right now. So what do you guys kind of want to do moving forward with this collection of songs?
We actually just finished our 5th album. So, like a few weeks prior, flying to US, we finished that. It's coming out early next year.
Yeah.
So we're kind of keeping it strong, because we want to release like full albums as well, because that's just makes it easy for us, because we like to think like touring and albums, and we like to think in chapters. So I think Deadzone is the 3rd single of the upcoming album, which is coming out early next year. So yeah, we're keeping ourselves busy with the new albums as well.
It just never stops, does it? Because then you'll have a whole touring cycle as well.
Yeah, never stop to grind. Exactly.
Yeah, I know you guys are playing Europe, I think in March that kicks off. Do you know if you guys are coming back to the States anytime in 2024? Is it something you guys are able to share? Or is it still something that you guys are possibly working on or thinking about doing?
There is a couple of plans for next year. We're not sure yet what we're going to do, but for sure we're coming back once or twice, or even like a couple of times next year. Well, Yeah, we're now going to start in the USA, and you can be sure that Black Show will be here a lot in the future. So yeah, there's a lot of plans. There might be even festivals next year here, so it's looking really good in America for us.
Yeah, we're
Awesome.
coming back sooner than we think.
Awesome. Very cool. I know you guys played a radio conference out in Vegas, and a bunch of people were like, I didn't make this one. There's one in February. I'm hoping to get out too. And they're like, that people were talking about you guys' performance. Are like, this band blew everybody away. Like you guys were the talk of a lot of it out there. So very much, I'll be following and making sure when you guys come back, if it's anywhere near me, I'll be out there and checking you guys out. Excited for it. Question I got for you guys that I ask every single band I ever talk to. Again, you guys love making full-length albums. I love hearing that. I'm glad that you guys that's what's working out for you guys. Your favorite no skip albums of all time, like those albums from start to finish where it's like, I'm putting this album on, I'm not skipping one song because it's perfect from start to finish. So some of your guys' favorite complete albums of all time.
If we have to answer like together, it might be Sempiternal from Bring the Horizon.
Yeah, that came to my mind, Sempiternal by Bring the Horizon. That's what a classic album. We just spoke about it a couple of days ago. There's not a single bad song for us. I'm a big fan of Bring Me the Horizon as well, so that's the Spirit is another album from them, and also like the first Slipknot album.
Oh yeah. With 1999, that's just awesome, and also Happy Theory for sure because it's 23 years old now, so yeah, we have to say that as well.
Yeah, hard to pick just one, but those are definitely our favorites.
No, you're good. It was I used to do a blog feature when I was living in Wisconsin. It was called Favorite Fives. I just kind of open up and be like, if you want to share 10, go for it. Interview the guys in Under Oath, and they just kind of took over the interview, and they were just talking to each other like, what about this one? About this one? And I'm just kind of sitting there like, you guys can just keep bullshitting for as long as you want. It was entertaining. So no, it's cool. Where do you guys like stopping over in the States when you guys on the road? Any places you guys like to stop? Any certain gas station where you're like, oh my gosh, we got to stop here and get stuff? Or what do you guys like to stop on the road over here in the US?
We love truck stops.
We love it.
I hate that because they have like shower rooms with the privacy. Because the USA toilets, like if you want to do if you want to go to the toilet, you don't have any privacy because the wall is so long. So everyone can like see you. And well, if you have the shower room, you have a full privacy to do your shit and do your shower. So I have to say, I love pilots and love truck stops.
Okay.
Those are the best ones.
If I had to pick one, I'd love to go to Grand Canyon. I have a bit of a different answer, but yeah.
No, it's good. Yeah, anywhere else you guys want to stop in the States or any? I know you said Grand Canyon. Now that makes me wonder, like, what else is in this? Any landmarks in the States you guys are like, man, we'd love to check out and visit?
I mean, we've been going through most of the places we wanted to go. We've been touring West Coast now for a couple of times, so maybe next time we'd love to do East Coast.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
East Coast, okay.
The East Coast.
Yeah, we played one headline show in New York a year ago, and I've been in New York a couple of times. I love that city, so maybe want to go to New York next. Also, I'd love to visit Boston. I've never been to Boston, and I'm a big fan of hockey and Boston Bruins. So maybe that.
All right, all right. You guys following hockey while you're on the road right now?
A bit. Not too much nowadays, but a bit. It's always fun to see what kind of Finnish players are in the NHL. So
okay. Awesome. I'm a big Pat McAfee fan, so I like watching hockey in person, and they do a segment. I think it's either once a day. They just do a segment called "Hockey is Awesome." So I'm trying to learn more about hockey, try to get invested into it. I grew up in Ohio, and the Columbus Blue Jackets were never that great, so it was like I never really had a team that kind of latched onto. Over in Europe, where do you guys like to stop? Is there anywhere? I interviewed a band from Australia a couple of months back, and I'm like, what's in Australia that like we don't have here in the States that every Australian has to like stop at or visit? So is there anywhere in like Finland or when you guys are touring over in Europe where you're like, oh, we've got to stop here? It's there's nothing like this in the States.
I guess it's a cliche, but Eiffel Tower in France.
Yeah, Eiffel Tower.
Okay.
Yeah.
You have to see it. It's so fucking big. No one can imagine how big it is. Like you have seen it in movies and photos, but when you see it with your eyes, it's so massive.
Okay.
So Eiffel Tower must be one. And also in Finland, in northern Finland, and Sweden and Norway, there's like this northern lights. In the winter time, so the whole sky is. I think it's the same thing in Canada. Like it's super cold and dark in the nighttime. You can see those colors in the night sky, and that's pretty beautiful.
I think the whole Lapland area, like northern Finland, that's super beautiful. And we tell other bands who are visiting Europe, like you should go there because that's
and there's real wolves in the park.
Yes, it's one of a kind.
Okay, awesome. No, it's good. it's always interesting getting interview bands from overseas and being like, what's not here that, I can either learn about or be like, if I do travel overseas, which I would love to do more of here in the next couple of years, what I need to stop at and check out. So I love it. But you guys, go ahead.
Definitely Finland. Yeah, like I said, it's one of a kind.
All right. Awesome. Italy's number 1 right now for me. I don't really have a number 2. Maybe I'll make it Finland. We'll do that. We'll look
Perfect. Sounds good. Italy is awesome as well.
Italy is awesome.
Yeah. Get there. So cool, man. You guys were again in Tucson tonight, Phoenix tomorrow, rounding out the US tour here with the Who. Again, Deadzone's the new single right now from you guys. New music out next year. You guys will be back in the States next year. I'll let you guys get to it tonight. So Joel and Alex, man, I appreciate you guys taking the time.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Talk to you soon again.